Good morning, survivors, and happy Monday. Today I thought it would be a good day for us to talk about signs that we are ready to leave a narcissist. Signs it's time to leave your narcissist. So let's get started.
My name is Angie Atkinson, and this channel is all about teaching you what I know to be true. You really can create the life you want.
Number one, if your mental health is suffering because of the relationship, it's time to leave. For example, you might feel really depressed. You might feel very anxious all the time. You might find yourself experiencing, thoughts of suicide, or your health might deteriorate, or, you could find yourself feeling just completely alone in a room full of people. That's a sign that it's time to leave a narcissist. Number two, your self-esteem has started to go way down, or it's completely non-existent nowadays. Even if you aren't struggling with very noticeable symptoms, which a lot of times we're not because we do our best to continue to live life as we should or want to, you might notice that you stopped advocating for yourself. You might notice that you've stopped really trying to stand up for yourself and that you've just kind of completely given in to the narcissist and everything that they want. Number three, your kids, if you have any, might be really suffering emotionally. Now, this is partially because narcissists sometimes are like, I'm the best parent in the world, and then other times they just completely ignore their kids. This is confusing and devastating for children because, they feel like there's a disconnect. They feel like they've been neglected. Sometimes they have emotionally in other ways. They've been treated coldly, at alternating with warmth from the narcissistic parent. So that might be a sign it's time to leave your narcissist. Number four, and this one might shock you a little bit, but your partner's consistent, but only not in the good ways. They're consistently cheating. They're consistently apologizing for the same thing over and over. They are consistently repeating it. They are playing the same game, saying they'll change. Every time you get desperate enough to say, that's it, I give up, I'm leaving, the partner will, it's a cycle, my friend. It's a cycle. They go through the love bombing, the devalue, the discard, the hoover, the love bombing, the devalue, the discard, the hoover. It's an ongoing cycle. And a lot of my clients are like, oh, I think this was it. This was the final discard. And I bet you about 80% of them, they get the call back because the narcissist wants to hoover them because, of course, they enjoy the supply. Number five, isolation. You feel isolated by the narcissist. You start to notice that you haven't seen your friends and your family in a while. You're not as close to people as you used to be. The narcissist isolates you because it's easier to control you that way. Even if you think that you walked away from your family or your friends for a good reason, it might be because the narcissist manipulated it. So look into that and see what that feels like for you. And if you notice that you really would prefer to still be around those people, it might be time to leave the narcissist. Number six, you are in a one-sided relationship and it's never about you. It's always catering to the narcissist. If that's the case, it's time to leave a narcissist. You want an example? Well, the narcissist might only share his or her opinions and only talk about themselves. And very often they're not very interested in you as a person. And whenever you try to talk about something that's not regarding the narcissist and his or herself, they push you away or ignore you or even flat out say, I'm not interested in that. And it's dehumanizing in so many ways. You can't get a sentence in without your partner trying to interrupt you. Might be time to leave your narcissist. Number seven, you're not happy and you can't find a way to be happy. Might be time to leave your narcissist. Finally, number eight, if you are doing all the hard work in the relationship, it might be time to leave the narcissist. And let me just clarify what I mean by this. So when you are in an argument with a narcissist, when you are constantly fighting and going through drama and bullshit and stuff, you can't, you can't decide to fix the narcissist, and whenever you do, it doesn't work. So you might find yourself trying to change yourself. And look here, my friend, you can only change so much for another person. So if there's no personal gain for the narcissist is going to walk away. So if you're going through the hard times, you can't expect a narcissist to always stick with you by your side, because tends to make them want to run, because they don't really like reality too much, and they certainly don't like to deal with anything that isn't all about them. So if you are in a situation where you have a narcissist who only cares about him or herself, the only time they are going to contribute to the relationship is if it benefits them. So it might be time to walk away. All right? Now let me ask you a question. Can you think of any warning signs that I missed here that it's, time to leave a narcissist? Share them in the comments and let me know what you think. I'm very interested in your thoughts on this. And also, one last thing. One of my group members, stand members, said yesterday, we had a situation where someone got in the group and was trying to, communicate with members inappropriately, hit on them, scam them, whatever. And so, of course, we removed that person from the group, and then I posted in the group and said, hey, this is not a dating group, this is da-da-da, whatever. And somebody said something that I found interesting. There's such a thing as 13th stepping. And apparently that is where there are predatory people in recovery groups who will go after members. And then they end up, abusing them further by, they go after the vulnerable people. Apparently this was first brought to light in AA, where some of the more experienced members would come after the new members and, in a predatory way. So I think, this is separate from this issue, but it's something that is a big concern. And if you're interested in learning more about the 13th stepping, let me know and I'll do a video on that. Just leave me a like and a comment if that's the case. All right. Okay. I'm going to wrap up for today. I got to get Sophie to school and get my day started. Very busy day today ahead of me. So questions, comments, concerns, leave them below. Let me know if you can think of any other warning signs that it's time to leave a narcissist. And if so, put them in the comments. What were your own warning signs? That's the question of the day. What were your own warning signs that you knew it was time to leave the narcissist? Or what are your warning signs that you're ready to leave now? Let me know. Let's talk about it. I'll see you later today for another video. Have a wonderful day. As always, thank you for letting me be a part of your day and a part of your life. And hey, thanks for being a part of mine. It really does mean a lot to me. I'll see you soon.
It's my mission to teach others what I know to be true. You really can create the life you want. Take care of your body. Take care of your soul. Nurture the real you and introduce him or her to the world. Be comfortable in your own skin and in your place in this world. Take your spot. Take it now. And the universe will take its cue from you. You feel me? If so, subscribe to my channel. Let's get it done together.